Good afternoon, CFM. It's Coach Matt with our Wednesday workout. We're gonna do some body weight intervals today. So let's get to the warm-up, 2 rounds through. Each round starts with 2 minutes of your choice warm-up pace cardio, and I want you to grab a light kettlebell for the warm-up, and we're gonna start off with just some real basic scorpion stretch on the ground, arms out at your sides, using your hand to kind of push and pivot your way around. Get 5 taps of each leg, and then we're gonna move up to our hands and knees. So start with seal, and then into the cat. So I'm just gonna show you from the side. Arch upward, and then arch downward, and then back to the ground. Seal, cat, cow. All right, when you get up from that, we're gonna do our band kettlebell drill. And the purpose of this one is to feel the stretch in the glutes and the hamstrings with the tension from the band that you would normally get from the inertia or the momentum of the kettlebell. So it allows us to isolate that position in time. When on a normal kettlebell swing, we are limited to just a split second of that feeling, that rebound, that elastic stretch of our hips and hamstrings at the bottom of the kettlebell swing. The band allows us to apply a static tension in that position, and then we can play with different heights of the hips, position of the knee relative to the ankle, and it'll allow you to feel the right position at the bottom of the kettlebell swing. For anyone who might have struggled with what's the right bottom position for the kettlebell swing, it happens so fast, sometimes I don't even know what's happening. Right, so I got the band behind me, and it's gonna be mounted below my tender areas, all right? So I don't want you to stand up and get like racked by this thing, right? So make sure that it is below your groin area. And then my hands go through the band like so, and then I'm gonna reach out and grab my kettlebell just so I have something to hold on to. And then you can walk out to whatever an appropriate amount of tension is, and you can kind of feel that stretch at the bottom. And the band is pulling the kettlebell back between my legs just the same way that momentum would when I do my kettlebell swing. And that was one. I'm just gonna extend my hips out. I'm not trying to swing it away from me. I'm just feeling that stretch at the bottom. And you can walk out even further to really, like when you're swinging a 53-pound kettlebell or a 70-pound kettlebell, it's obviously gonna have a little bit more momentum, but you can just extend your hips and then bend your knees and let it pull your butt back. And then extend your hips and let it pull your butt back, all right? And that's kind of the feel that we wanna have when we're doing the kettlebell swing. And I like that drill because it eliminates the whole knee bend and then hard hit of your spine when that kettlebell comes down towards your hips, right? So the goal is that we're loading the glutes and the hamstrings on the kettlebell swing and not your spine and your quads, right? Okay, after those warm-up rounds, we're gonna go into the workout. I want you to take a little time setting up push-ups and pull-ups. So whatever we're doing today, body weight pushing exercise, body weight pulling exercise. Could be jumping pull-ups, could be ring rows, it could be a body row with the bar mounted in the rack, could be banded pull-ups, could be unassisted pull-ups. Whatever it is that we're doing, we're targeting a body weight pulling exercise that's meant to be in the middle range of resistance, okay? So if you can do 1 or 2 unassisted pull-ups, I don't want you doing unassisted pull-ups in this workout. I want you to be able to target the high teens for our numbers on all these things. And the push-ups, same thing, high teens minimum for when we do a max rep set of push-ups, all right? So just think light, right? And don't be ashamed if you are like, I can do some unassisted push-ups, like 6 or 7, and I need to use a band today, or I need to use an elevated object. That's just part of the game, right? We do some exercises lighter and quicker, and we do some of them like heavier and harder, and everything on that spectrum is useful for training. So if it just so happens that the overlap of that training means that you have to use some assistance when we do it lighter, that doesn't mean that you didn't still earn all of that potential that you got when you're for doing them unassisted and they're just small reps, okay? It's just a different avenue of training, and all of it will help to make you better. So do not worry about that at all today. So the way this workout will work is 20 minutes long, 4 5-minute intervals, and it's gonna go even or odd, even, odd, even. The odd ones will be push-up based intervals, the even ones will be pull-up based intervals, and then after either of those, you're gonna do a little light set of kettlebells and some biking or rowing, okay? So 3, 2, 1, go. You're gonna have a 3-minute clock starting, and you're either going to do that max rep set of push-ups, right? So all the way chin, chest, and thighs to the ground, all the way up, elbows straight, body in a plank position at the top, as many as I can do until I fail. So don't stop and then do a few more. If you fail or when you stop moving, that's when the exercises are completed. Count that number and then go on to your kettlebell. So it's gonna be 8 reps on each arm of a Russian kettlebell swing. So just a Russian swing with one arm. If you would like to switch every rep, just for a little added coordination benefit, you can do that. After the Russian swings, we're gonna do bent over rows. I like to brace my elbow on my thigh, and I'm doing 7 rows on each arm. After the 7 rows on each arm, I'll bring the kettlebell to my shoulder, and I'm doing 6 push press. So use those legs, dip, drive, press, 6 reps on each arm. When I'm finished with that, if there's time left in my 3-minute interval, I'm just hop on the bike or the rower, and I'm just gonna spin, right? Nothing heavy, nothing hard, but like steady aerobic pace on whatever cardio tool it is. At the 3-minute mark, we all rest, right? You get 2 minutes of rest and then move on to our next station, right? So if I did push-ups on the first one, next one, I'm gonna be up doing pull-ups, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's see, I get 17 pull-ups without stopping. Drop off the bar immediately to my kettlebell and back to those Russian swings, single arm Russian swings, single arm bent over row, single arm push press, finish on the bike, and then repeat, right? So you're gonna get 2 shots at a max rep set of push-ups, 2 shots at a max rep set of pull-ups, and I really want you to be careful on the pull-ups that you don't go so far that like your grip slips, right, while you have your feet in a band, and nobody needs to go tumbling down today, but I want you to push to the edge of what you can do safely, right? And that is the format for today, little intervals, and I hope you have a great one, and I'll see you for some lifting tomorrow.